Hey everyone, we're going to do a little bit of a distance shot today, but this is the second installment of the sports night with Curtis Murray here. This is Mega Diesel 15 here, and we're going to have an awesome night. But first to start out, even though the last couple of weeks have been pretty shitty for a few states down in the States, it's just been awful tragedies happening all around, and we decided to do a beer salute because that's what we felt was kind of appropriate with how our show is going to go.
It's just the right thing to do around this time of the year, you know. It's just been a tough go for Boston and for our friends in Texas. They've had a couple of tragedies that have really struck their state and struck their town, and we're hoping to just give them a little salute and say, you know what, we're here for you. And there's no better way to do it than a salute with beer. So that's what we're going to do tonight.
Alright, and our first beer is going to be Old Milwaukee. I shall bring it closer. It is a beer that is brewed in Texas. And I actually looked this up on like the beer website. Or it's called beer.com or something like that. Just because I thought it was proper to Texas to kind of do something like this. I've had Old Milwaukee before, and hopefully it's as good as it was before.
Yeah, it's a very good beer. I like. They used to have. Was it on the cans or was it on the bottles or was it on just the packages it came in? It used to have like a lady on it.
Well, my can has a lady on it.
Oh. As I talk, and it's right there. Well done, Curtis. All right. Well, cheers to you, Texas.
And
cheers.
Cheers to you, Curtis.
Yeah, just a nice hard taste, and that's just beer.
Yeah.
It's just a little watered down, but it's still a very nice beer.
Yeah.
And
even though it's still 5%, which is weird, like how you said
really.
It's watered down.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like it's watered down, but
no, maybe it's not watered down. Maybe you're right. I think it's just a little.
It's a different beer taste.
Yeah, it's lacking maybe a little bit of that natural taste to it, but
yeah.
You know, it's a beer, and I enjoy it, and no, I like it, so that's a good start. So there you go, Texas.
And do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do the Samuel Adams.
Do you want to do that one, or do you want me to?
I'll do the Samuel Adams. So,
alright.
Samuel Adams is a Boston lager for our viewers out in Boston and in Massachusetts from the tragedy there. It contains malt barley. It is brewed. Well, it's a product of the USA. I don't know if it's actually brewed in Boston. I'm assuming it probably was at some point. So,
here, before you open that, I'd like to pass this on to you. This is my grad gift from me to you.
Oh! Well, look at that. Look at that. Number 21. Look at that. Just nice little bottle opener there. I graduated from university just a couple of a week ago, I guess.
And I actually forgot to talk about this. We actually planned this so it's actually collegiate wear since he was graduating, and he's wearing University Lethbridge stuff right now, and I'm actually wearing Grand McEwen stuff, even though this isn't a very traditional sweater. I couldn't actually find my other one right now because I'm in the midst of moving, which is horrible. But I did find this one, and we're just going to give props to both our colleges and universities that we're at right now.
Yeah, absolutely. University of Lethbridge is an excellent university. It's just a nice, small, pretty small place to be, but I liked it for the small town atmosphere that the university brought, and the university was, or the city was actually really fantastic. I liked the way that.
What did your cap say?
What did my cap say?
Yeah.
Underneath?
Yeah. Mine says.
Yeah, I didn't bother looking at it.
Mine says International Number 14 Denver Gold 1997.
Mine says number 28 Brussels Gold 2001.
Are these like? These are awards that they've won. I knew Samuel Adams was good, but...
Wow, International number 28 Brussels Gold 2001 award winner.
That's awesome.
Wow. So that just fits in right with.
Kudos to you, Samuel Adams, for having such a great beer. I'm actually looking forward to tasting it. I don't think I've actually had Samuel Adams.
Actually, I don't think I've had you. No.
You've always heard people talk about it, but you've never had it.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. And so to everybody in Boston.
Cheers to the tragedy in Boston.
Absolutely.
And
cheers.
Thankful that the guys have actually been caught.
Yes.
And
let's do it.
For everyone here. It's good, but it's a different aftertaste.
Definitely is a different It was good at the beginning, but once it was going down the throat, it was kind of almost like a aluminum taste or a tin taste to it, like a metal taste.
I know what you mean.
But actually, I thought I really enjoyed it up until that point.
Maybe that's barley malt, because it says it contains it on the front.
Yeah, that could be.
Ooh. Fresh before end of month notched. Oh, none of this is notched, so is it any good?
Yeah, I know, you're definitely right. It's got it's just got that kind of weird aftertaste.
Yeah.
That actually, I liked it at first, but the second time, just a little turned off of it a little bit. It's not a bad beer. It's a beer, and I will enjoy it, but
as long as you really don't let it hit your taste buds, it's okay.
Yeah, I would say that's fair, I think. But no, absolutely, I'm not gonna diss too much of this beer. It's a beer, and yeah, I won't have it every day, but I think it's a fine beer.
Yeah. And you have no idea how hard it was to find at the liquor store today.
Really?
Yeah. I was expecting to see a case or a 2-4 of this, but I'm looking through all the shelves. I literally had to go beer by beer to be able to find this stuff. Yeah. But I guess it's so popular down in the States.
Yeah. No, that's what happens when you're in Canada.
Yeah.
And you have to go to liquor stores to get beer. So we have one more beer, and I'm gonna go get it if you want to just blabber.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually quite hillbilly right now. Just to kind of throw it off for a loop, I have a Bass Pro Shop hat, which my buddy got me for Christmas, with a bottle of whiskey. I'm wearing a collegiate sweater, and I'm actually wearing shorts, which is not really surprising here in Canada right now, because today was actually quite warm.
The weather's definitely getting a lot better, so hopefully I'll be in shorts more often than not, and I like shorts a lot better than jeans. They're way more comfortable.
Yeah.
So this is a beer that I got my last day in Lethbridge. It's actually called F's, or Eves, I'm guessing it's F's. F's Pilsner. And this is a premium beer. It is 5%. And it's actually brewed in the Anadolu F's Brewery in Istanbul, in Turkey.
And if anyone has a complaint, tell them their number is 416-838-8440. I don't know why they had to put their phone. Oh, I guess a lot of beer companies probably
they do. You just probably don't look at them that often. But
I never noticed they had their phone numbers on them. Oh hey, let's just phone Turkey.
Yeah. So this is a premium beer. Apparently it was best before some sort of date.
Uh-oh.
There's 2 dates on the bottom.
Uh-oh. Well.
Oh. Oh no.
So far I think we've missed both.
So this is an expired beer.
Would you heat it up and cool it down a lot?
What's that?
Did you put it in your fridge and then put it in your Jeep and then?
It was in the cooler, and then it was in my Jeep, and then I put it in the cooler right now.
All right. So hopefully it's not skunky. I shouldn't be.
I hope not. I really hope I didn't buy skunky beer. Okay, just be careful when you open it because it was in my vehicle. So careful. Good. All right. Let's.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. It smells good.
It smells kind of like Sprite.
Maybe. I doubt it'll taste like that. Let's go.
It kind of does taste like Sprite. Weird enough, eh?
It's actually not a bad beer.
Yeah.
I wish I had it when it wasn't expired, but it was still
expired in a air cooler. But that's the troubles with traveling nowadays.
Yeah, it's only expired by a couple of days. So, although I think I bought it when it was expired, so I have no idea why.
Let's go back to that liquor store and
get
my new one.
Because like you sold me expired beer.
And you know, maybe that's why they have their phone number here.
Oh.
So if you guys want us to phone this brewing company and complain to them because we have nothing else to do and we want free stuff and preferably more beer, like up in this general top area, or if you're on a computer down here, and comment on what you want us to complain about. We can't really complain about the flavor.
No, I actually really enjoyed the beer. I just didn't want to take too much of it in case there was some sort of, I don't know, some sort of bacteria that was in it that maybe caused it to be so tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was our beer test, and we're going to keep going.
And just once again, super sad to hear what happened in Boston and Texas, even though Boston had no real chance of preventing it. But from what I heard in the news, Texas, it was their own fault because they lied about how much how much ingredients they had.
Yeah.
But
no, it's definitely, you know, whenever, of course, the Boston thing happened out of shock to everybody. You know, I was in class doing an assignment, and somebody in class says, "What happened in Boston?" And everybody's like, "Well, there's a marathon today." It's like, "Well, something happened." And sure enough, you know, the tragedy happened. And once you hear that, and then the thing in Texas happened on this, you know, a couple days later, and I looked at it, and I'm like, geez, you know, it's just not very good.
I'm like,
and then when all those shootings happened in Boston, remember that? I was on the computer, you know, just at home, and I was going through my Twitter, and it just blew up, like literally, like this entire, you know, the stuff that went on during that time, it just kept going and going. And, you know, it's just so sad. You know, I'm very thankful I live in the country that I do.
Yeah.
And that we haven't had too many problems like that. Not that there's anything wrong with America, but, you know, I just feel blessed to be in the country that I do.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to talk some hockey. The NHL playoffs are upon us, so we're ready to go, and we got our picks. Stay tuned.